I'll go to my phone.
Okay, it's going live. Looks like we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Teacher Casey, and I'm here with Evelyn and Kelly and Rebecca today. Good morning, ladies.
Morning.
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 So I am seeing like the preview of us all talking. I'm not sure what everybody else is seeing. So hopefully we are on track this morning.
I'm
Let us
seeing
know
it too. There
Yeah,
we
it's
go.
me.
Yeah. Oh,
funny.
good.
All right, let us know in the chat box. Can you hear us and see us okay? And yeah, let's get started. Today we're going to talk about our 2024 goals. And I got to turn back to my friends because I want to see them and not what's going on with YouTube because it's not working very well right now. So, all right, ladies, why don't you take a minute to introduce yourself so I can check on this YouTube situation real quick. So, um, go ahead. Let me get this.
Hello, my name is Evelyn Joy, and my YouTube channel is Evelyn Joy. And I'm a mama of 4 kids. I homeschool and I teach Spanish online without school.
Great. No, so my name is Teacher Kelly Tagger. That's my channel name. And I teach, actually, I'm a classroom teacher now. I teach special ed preschool, and my YouTube channel is all about online and in-person teaching. And I've been doing some book clubs lately and things like that.
Perfect.
Awesome.
My name is Rebecca, Rebecca F. Online Teaching right now, and I've been teaching online for the last 7 years with various companies. I've got 3 young kids at home, so sometimes they pop in and play some math games or do some science experiments with me because that's what I teach now at school.
Awesome.
Awesome. So, we wanted to talk to you today about our goals, and we'd like you to share your goals in the chat. One of the top goals for teachers and for people around the world is health, fitness, weight loss. I don't know if those are considered three goals or they kind of all encompass each other depending on
Exactly.
which yeah, which way you look at them, right? So, I know many of us are on a fitness and weight loss journey, and I have a couple of tricks and tips, some things that we're going to do. So we're just going to discuss what we are doing and our goals, and then we're going to talk about the rest of our goals in a little bit. So, Kelly, you wanna get started with this one?
Yeah, so like a lot of people, I'm doing a health and fitness goal as well. I have to say that I started my fitness goal a little before Christmas, like around Thanksgiving. I thought, why wait? But I was still, holiday eating and stuff, and
Yeah,
still took like 2 weeks off, around the holidays. So restarting again, I started Tuesday because I was still off work Monday.
right.
um, yeah, so I'm trying to, eat healthy. I added more fruits and vegetables to every meal, added a salad to dinner every night, trying to eat like lean
Mm.
protein, stay away from sweets. It's hard to fit in exercise with my busy schedule. So I've tried to do like 10 minutes before work, and I've been doing 20 minutes after work. But some days I don't fit it in at all. So like this morning I had a great workout, a yoga
Nice.
sculpting. Yes. So it was like yoga with weights and things. And if you have a bad day, like I yesterday I had a horrible day, didn't ate all kinds of crappy food and didn't work out. So if any of my friends have a bad day, I tell them just get back on it the next day. And I don't know
Right,
why it's harder to tell yourself that. So I
right.
got back on it today.
And Kelly did mention it in our group because we're trying to stay accountable to each other, and we all gave a little pep talk and said just start again.
Yeah.
One day should not ruin it all, but it is hard. We are hard on ourselves, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah. Evelyn, I know you're in that group too. You want to let us know about yours?
Yes, so I was a member at YMCA and it was just like too far away for me, and I would bring my kids with me and it was just really difficult. So what's a lot easier is I just joined Planet Fitness, which is only 5 minutes away from my house. And I leave the kids home with my husband and I'm able to go and work out and come back. So it's more doable to do it a lot more days of the week. So I'm just trying to Well, the goals I set is I like to like make a chart, a hundreds chart, and
Hmm.
color in how many miles of exercise I've done just to kind of see my progress. Because if I focus on like the number on the scale, I get discouraged. But if I focus on a number I can control, like number of miles, and it's always, maybe I miss a day, but like it's always moving forward. It's never like, weight fluctuates and it's harder to focus on.
Yeah.
But like I like looking at a number I can change. And so, I just want to go to the gym as much as possible. Like for example, and I like beating myself. I like I like competing
Challenging
against
me.
myself. So like if I do 4 minutes and 10 seconds 1 mile on the exercise bike, then the next time I want to see, can I do it under 4 minutes? And then it's like, okay, I did 2 miles under 4 minutes yesterday. Let's see if I can do 3 miles today. Or I did 3 miles yesterday. Now I want to do four. So like today I want to do five. So just trying to like um compete against myself and build up endurance and stuff like that. So that's what I like to do.
Yeah, I love challenges. If
Mhm.
I sign up for something, I am definitely more apt to go get it. You know what I mean? But if I just say, "Oh, I'm gonna exercise every day," then I'm like,
Yeah.
or I'm gonna run every day, then I'm more likely to do it if I say, I'm going to do a 5K in March and I need to start now getting ready for it, you know? So that's the way I've always
That's
had to do
awesome.
it too. Yeah. I mean, not
Great.
that that's my plan right now, but just building off what Evelyn mentioned.
Yeah.
Rebecca,
Have a goal. Yeah.
what's that?
To work. Like have a goal to work towards. Sorry.
Yeah, it's got to be challenging for me, or else I'm like, eh. I mean, you guys know me. My ADHD, I'm like, eh.
Yeah, if you don't have an actual goal, your cheat days just become normal days because you're like, yeah, I have nothing I'm working for. So it's nice to have that goal. I mean, I want to be healthier too, and I haven't quite set an actionable goal yet,
Mhm.
and I think I should because right now I'm like, I should probably do better at this, and then I should probably get better. No, no, I need to say I'm going to, exercise this many minutes a day or something. I want to get outside every day. Sometimes it doesn't work because of
Oh,
the weather, but I
hmm.
think it's a really good goal to get outside with the kids at least once a day, more than
Mhm.
just get in the car to go get the kids from school and bring back. Like,
Yeah.
get outside.
Yeah, get that
Yeah.
vitamin D.
Mhm.
Getting outside is an excellent goal,
Right.
especially if you
Now,
have kids.
storms, I totally understand. We're not going
Right.
outside, but for the most part, we can.
Yeah. And getting the kids outside, I think, is huge too. So, good morning, Jason and Stephanie. Hey, if you guys want, please share your goals with us so we can cheer you on, and you never know, you might get a message from one of us saying, "Hey, did you did you do it today or what?" So,
Mhm.
mine, so I was just like Kelly, and I started a little bit earlier. And then by the time Tuesday came, I reweighed myself and I was like, I'm going to lose 15 pounds in the 12-week year. But when I weighed myself, I was 216. And I was like, oh, wait, I need 16 pounds to get under 200. So my revised goal is 16 pounds in the 12-week year. So that was my weight and fitness. And to do that, I have two lifting sessions per week, which I have not started yet, and 3 to 4 cardio, which I've been doing really good with. So it's
Awesome.
getting there. It's getting there. Your first week may not be perfect, or sometimes you jump on and it is perfect, right? Like you are ready to go, and then So we are here to help with accountability and keeping on track. Evelyn, did you have something you wanted to say?
Oh, I was gonna say because I homeschool, I printed off several hundreds charts with different titles. So like one of them is like hours we played outside.
Nice.
So some homeschoolers do we want to do 1,000 hours in a year and they do, but I prefer to just be like, oh, this is how many hours we went outside, because sometimes it's too hot or too cold or whatever. But that way we have like my kids are in on it and they see the visual goal of, oh, we want to spend more time outside. So they'll be like, can we play in the backyard or can we go to the park? And so they'll be on. And I also made a chart for days I only drink water. So drinking water instead of sugary drinks and stuff like that. Or,
Mm,
or, or like days I stopped eating at 7 o'clock. So not eating in the evening after 7 or whatever. So my kids will see it and be like, "Hey, mom, you haven't been only drinking water," and they'll be on me.
Yeah.
And then I just made a potty chart for my littlest that's because my other ones have reading charts and stuff like that, but he's the littlest, so he has a potty chart for how many times he used the potty. So
Cute. I
yeah, we have
love
different
visual
hundred
charts.
charts.
Yeah, visual.
Yeah,
I'm
I do
so
too.
visual. Yeah. Awesome.
And my kids like have a chart too for getting in bed by 9 o'clock. Because if they have a square they can color in, it doesn't have to be me on them like telling them get in bed. Literally, my 4-year-old just said he was he said the other day, everybody go to bed. He hears me say that a lot. So
He wants a
if
square.
Right.
they have that chart, then they will be telling each other to go to bed. So
Cute. So let's
Right.
take a look in the chat. We have Jason. My main goal is to get a better grip on my finances. I need to grow up, actually save, and stop constantly making impulse purchasing. Ooh, yeah, that is a good goal. Stephanie said, my goal is to walk on my treadmill for 30 minutes at least 5 times a week and eat more veggies, fruit, and protein. I'd like to lose 15 more pounds as well. Great goals. So, how are we going to get there, guys? Kelly smiles. All right,
Oh,
Kelly.
should we talk about the 12-week year, the book that okay, so I
Yes.
actually think you're more into the book than I am, Casey. So I'll start and you can add more details.
Yeah, you're better at explaining it.
Okay. So the basic premise is, like in business, that last 12 weeks before the end of the year, you're really pushing, like you have the same goal the whole year, but that last 12 weeks, you really push hard to want to make the goal if it's business, like to make that sale. And so why make it, okay, in a year I'm doing this goal, do it 12 weeks at a time. So I did a live stream about this, but if you didn't see it, so my 12 weeks takes me to spring break. So it's a good time to like take a break because, in like a business, if you have a 12-week goal, everyone like celebrates and kind of takes a break after the 12 weeks. So for me, it's a good goal to have. Okay, from here to spring break, and then it's time to take a break, and then I can go and have fun on spring break and not worry about what I eat. I'm gonna have fun. So that's the basic premise of the book. Do goals 12 weeks at a time instead of like over a year's time, because that just feels like forever. And the book has actionable plans, which Casey is better about explaining that.
Well, I like it because it talks about predictability, right? What you can control in those first 12 weeks versus what's going to happen all year long. So your
Right.
goals are easier to predict too. You want to make them within your reach, but a good challenge. Um, so yeah, there's things that they call tactics. So for example, I actually found one, this is not mine, but I found one on there to help lose weight. It was improve my general health and fitness and lose 15 pounds was this goal, right? And some of the things, so for the tactics, they had get a complete physical and clearance, and that was due in their first week. So you can actually see what's due when. Select your cardiovascular, do cardio, 2 times a week, 3 times a week, however you're doing it. Do strength training. Drink 6 to 8 glasses of water. I need to drink more
That's
water.
hard. Yeah.
It is so
same.
hard for me. I need to stop that. But I did buy half, I think it's a half-gallon thing, and it has all the times marked on it. So it was easy because it was spread out. So I would just look at it and it says by 8 o'clock I should be here. So I started using that and I have been doing really, really well. Maybe I'll show that on here sometime. But me personally, I am doing Weight Watchers. If anybody has questions about that, let me know. But I'm only in week 1. So for me, it's tracking my weight, not my weight, my food on that app, which has really helped me and frustrated me all at the same time. Do not eat after 8 p.m., kind of like Evelyn's 7 o'clock one. Um, this one, consume at least 3 helpings of fruit and vegetables every day. I have to throw at least 1 serving of fruit and vegetables in my shakes because I don't always eat. I love vegetables and fruit, sort of. I'm not a big sugary person, but I love vegetables, but I just don't like to take the time to prepare them or whatever. So, yeah, so I sneak them into my shakes. Um, and then they have on here like use superfoods, things like that, and take your vitamins every day. So basically, the 12-week year is your goal, and then you want actionable steps. They say start with a verb and make it a complete sentence, and it's about you. So, um, those are some tactics for it.
Right. And then at the end of each week, you're supposed to like score yourself or something. I haven't done that. Well, I'm not at the end of my week yet, but yeah.
Yeah. I looked and I'm at like 20% this week, so I've got some moving to do. I got some work to do.
And they say, like the book says, even if you are scoring at 80% or 85% or even 75%, you're still going to make progress over not doing anything at all. So you don't even have to do it perfectly, but if you are striving to do it, you will make progress.
Yeah, I think I read that if you are at 75 to 80%, you may just hit your goal, but you need to be like Kelly mentioned, you want to be on it as many weeks as you can so that if you do hit a 75 or 80% week, it's not going to ruin anything anyway, but you're still, you're still on track, even if you have some weeks that are not right up there. Stephanie said, I'm the same, Casey. I have to drink my greens in the morning to eat my veggies in every meal. Yeah, I'm working on it though. So, what other things can you think of that would help you towards your goal? Yeah, Evelyn?
Casey, I wanted to ask you, what greens do you like to put in your shake? Like, what do you put in your shake? What all goes in it?
Pretty much anything I need to use up, but my favorite is to put spinach or kale. I love spinach. So if you add 1 to 2 handfuls of spinach in a blender with your shakes, you won't taste it. It changes the color. So sometimes the color is like, ugh. But the taste, you can't really taste it. So
is your shake like milk based, or is it like a protein shake, or what kind of shake do you make?
it depends. Because I'm tracking points and I usually have them in the morning, I like to keep it low in points and a lot of like almond milk and coconut milk. If you don't have anything like sugar added or the flavoring added, it's like 0 or 1 point. So I like to use coconut, almond, or oat milk.
Nice.
I use Shakeology, but I mean, you can use any kind of protein that you want. Sometimes I'll use water or sometimes I'll water it down. I like mine thin. My husband likes his shakes thick, so we have to compromise.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. And Evelyn, you can add a little cayenne pepper, cinnamon, anything of those that help your digestion and help with all of that. So first we should say we are not doctors. These are our personal opinions, or I mean, I have taken classes, so I do add some, spices and stuff to my shake.
Right. We're just normal people who are trying to, and we're just sharing what worked for us. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I have been on this journey a long time ago and lost 50 pounds. So I have studied it. I know what to do. I just don't always do it. So, and I've never tried Weight Watchers.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, no, I've done it before too. I lost a large amount of weight before and kept it off. It was over like a winter. It might happen this time too, with it being winter, because you're wearing baggier clothes in the winter and then all of a sudden it's spring and you're wearing more revealing or, clothes that show your body. And all of a sudden people are like, whoa, you lost a lot of weight. Yeah. So I've done it before too. I know I can do it again. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I think protein's important. So protein shakes work for me. That's just kind of what I do. Accountability. Kelly and I talked about accountability. According to the book, you need to be accountable for yourself, but Kelly and I like accountability for each other. We are in accountability groups, and I just find it more fun to work with another person or with a group. So how about you guys?
Yeah, definitely. Like, so if sometimes just having the group, because we started a group chat, those of us who want to do it, even just having them chatting is accountability enough, because then you say to yourself, oh, I'm tempted to not do my workout. I'm tempted to eat this. But like the group is chatting about their healthy meals and their workouts that they had. And just that alone helps you to do better.
Maybe it makes you feel a little guilty.
Yeah, that too, which is a good thing sometimes.
Oh, man, I had an
Yeah.
Oreo. And I don't even
Yeah.
like Oreos, and I ate an Oreo. Well, a couple of them.
Yeah. For me, if I beat my time on the exercise bike, I'm like so excited and I'm looking around. The other people in the gym don't know me. So I can't find my goal. So I like sometimes post on Facebook and I'm like, they probably don't care. But it's
We
nice
do.
that we're in a group
We
and it's
care.
actually for that. You guys are there because you do care about it. Because I'm like tempted to like tell the person that works at the gym and I'm like, they do not
He's like,
care.
"I
But I'm
know
like,
nobody."
I did 4 miles.
One
You
of
know?
my biggest cheerleaders was on base, and it was the guy that worked behind the counter. He was an older gentleman. I remember the first day I asked him, how long do people usually do a 5K in? And I forgot what he said. Like, a good time would be about 20 something minutes. I came back 42 minutes later in tears saying, I didn't stop. Like, and I tell you what, he was my biggest cheerleader. And when I did my what do you call it? A triathlon. He was there. He was cheering me on. Like sometimes the people at the gym are there for a reason, not just a job. Sometimes they are like looking, for that person that they can help.
Right.
Yeah.
Or they've done the journey before, maybe, so they
Yeah.
know how to help you. Yeah.
Yep.
I sometimes tell the person at the counter, I'll be like, you probably don't care, but just so you know, I'm really excited. I just did 4 miles on the exercise bike.
That's awesome. I love
Yay.
it.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh,
So
sorry. I'm
I think we
Rebecca.
lost Rebecca.
She's
We
coming
lost
back in.
Rebecca.
Rebecca. Okay.
She's coming back.
Yay.
There she
So,
is.
yeah.
Sorry
There
about
you
that. My
are.
computer went wonky. I'm like, kicked me out. I'm back.
I was hoping we weren't boring you.
I know.
Like, I'm tired of this discussion.
Right?
You're making
Let's
me
see.
want to exercise.
Yeah. She just left to go get on the treadmill. No worries,
Right?
guys.
Right.
That'll be our excuse from now on. Jason said, I have a super healthy cousin who drinks celery juice daily.
My
Celery juice?
mother-in-law said that sticking celery in your shake can really help with like blood pressure and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't done it yet, but she said that. I eat celery sometimes, but she said it's better in liquid form. I don't know. But
Well,
yeah.
I don't know.
it's filled with water too, so it's
Yeah. How would it be? Yeah, I think you're good if you eat it as well,
Yeah.
Evelyn.
yeah.
Yeah.
Stephanie said it's good guilt. Yeah, because I said sometimes
Mhm.
reading those posts make me feel guilty, and then I go and do it. I love this idea and
Right.
Yep, an accountability check. Great idea. I think it says chat. There's like a new section in the chat with like the hearts and the faces and stuff. So sometimes it's covering up what you're saying. So
Does. Yeah.
awesome. Anything
Yeah.
else on the weight loss and things, Kelly?
Yeah. Well, I would say my advice is to set your house and your life up for it. So actually I have a video coming out. I videoed myself, but I threw away a bunch of food, right after.
That's right.
Yeah, right after Christmas was over. Of course, I have company and they're bringing in food I normally don't have in my house, but I threw away a bunch of like cookies, cakes, sugar, anything sugar, throw in the trash. And the reason I had a bad day yesterday, because this is like, if I don't keep it in my house, then I don't eat it. But yesterday I had a bad day because like it was my co-teacher's birthday. So I went and bought donuts. I wasn't buying them and smelling them. And then we ate it. We ordered in McDonald's and then this is why you should throw it away, because there was some candy. I was like, I'm going to bring it in and put it in the teacher's lounge. Well, I forgot. And then I got stuck in traffic. So I ate a bunch of chocolate in my car yesterday. So anyways, if you set up your house, and even if you have a bad day here and there, if you're only eating that crap, like when you're not at the house, then it still is only every once in a while. But if it's not, like if it's there, I would be tempted to eat it all the time. If it's not there, like don't buy it, don't have it there. Then all of a sudden you have a chocolate attack. There's nothing there. Or you have to get in your car, go to the store and buy it. And that takes a lot more effort. So you're less likely to do it.
Yeah.
So,
Guilty. Out of sight, out of mind, right?
yes.
Yeah, Evelyn, sorry.
You're good. I noticed too that I crave what I've been eating lately. So if I'm in the habit of eating chocolate, then I'm going to be craving chocolate. But if
Yep.
I've been eating healthy, I'll be like, that salad was really good. I could go for another salad like that,
That
So
makes
Exactly.
sense.
you get in the habit of you kind of crave like like one of my pregnancies, I craved apples all the time. So I would eat an apple every day and I'd be like, oh, I want another apple, you know? So now, like, if I crave something sugary, sometimes I'll eat an apple. Okay, well, I will do that. I haven't done that recently, but in the past I have. So yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
someone mentioned that.
exactly. Yeah.
Someone mentioned that in the group. I think it was Mindy.
Yeah,
She's
that
used,
was good.
uh, I don't
Oh,
think she'll
Mindy.
mind me calling her out, but yeah, she mentioned that too. She wanted ice cream and ended up having an apple instead. Good on you. I'm not an ice cream person, but
Mhm.
Right. Yeah. And I think no matter what, we're not even food, like anything that you struggle with or is a temptation, like the more you resist, the easier it gets. Or, so
And the more you give in, the more you keep giving in.
right. Yeah.
One thing I was thinking about is possibly like journaling the reason why I eat something. Like, am I eating it because I'm bored? Or am I eating it because I'm craving it? Or am I eating it because I'm actually hungry? Or maybe I need some protein? Or why am I eating this thing right now? Because I feel like maybe some of the times when we eat, like our bodies don't actually need that. It's
yeah.
just
Right.
Oh
looking
yeah.
like, oh, I could go for some ice cream, you know?
Yeah.
Right?
But yeah.
I have cut down on my coffee, which I think is huge, but it's not on purpose. It's almost like I'm not wanting it as much anymore, which is really weird. I still have to have my morning coffee, or else nobody wants to deal with me. But I'm usually like, I could drink a pot a day. And like these last couple days, I've had like 2 cups, which is crazy for me. But it's not because I'm like, oh, I'm not doing it. It's just I forget. And I'm like, hey, did you know I only had 2 coffees today? So I'm kind of excited for that, but I wasn't trying for that.
I also noticed too that like if I'm being more active and exercising more, I'm craving healthier things. And if I'm
Yeah.
like laying around the house, I want some like unhealthy snacks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
Yes.
interesting.
I wonder if that's
It's
because you're working out and your body's like, give me some protein or give me, something.
right.
It'll
Or you
last
feel like,
longer than the sugary
right,
thing.
you feel like I already did all this hard work and I'm gonna go ruin it by like eating a
Yeah.
candy bar. Yeah.
I don't want to undo all this hard work, right?
Right. Yeah.
I did think about getting a coffee the other day and I'm like, all right, that's like going out and getting how many more minutes of steps? Like,
To negate
yeah,
it.
think about how much it'll take you to, work off that chocolate bar or something. All
True.
right, so I know we've been keeping you guys on here for a little bit, but I love these conversations and I think they're really important to have. So, thanks for coming. Oh, he told us his name last week.
I
I have a
forgot.
guess, but I don't want to be wrong. So thanks for coming again, Nostalgic Pod Blast. We're talking about goals and plans for 2024. Do you have any? You want to let us know about them? I think we've been talking about our weight and health goals. So, what about our other goals? Like I said, I'm doing the 12-week year, so they suggest two, no more than 3 goals in 12 weeks. So, that's what I have going on.
Yes.
How about you guys?
So my other goal, and I said this in my live stream too, is YouTube.
Yay!
I am 6 subscribers away from 600. So if anyone's watching on Casey's channel, if
Nice.
you want to sub, yeah. But I want to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of lunchtime and get monetized. So, my goals is to ideally make a video every week, but if I just don't have time, at least go live, post 1 or 2 shorts every day, which is easy because you can use them from existing videos. And I really want to grow my channel. So that's my other goal. So like you, Casey, I only need 2
Nice.
goals that could really focus. So yes,
Right.
that is my other goal.
And we can all help with that too. So you can go check out, actually, all 3 of the teachers on here have their own channels that they're working on. So please make sure to check them out. All of their links are below. It just says featured teachers, and then you should be able to find them that way. So, all right, awesome goal. Evelyn, do you have a YouTube goal too?
Yes. So I had a goal for Christmas to reach 4,000 subscribers, and uh, YouTube surprised me and I went above and beyond that.
Nice.
So now my next goal is like 4,500, like maybe by my birthday in April. I don't know. So I'm just trying to make more. Like right now I'm making like $40 a month on YouTube and I'd like to get it up to like 100. So they
Nice.
only give you a paycheck like when it gets to 100. So I
Yeah.
get like a check like every 3 months. but it's nice. It's just it would be nice to make it into a second income, so I'm working on that. And then I have goals for each one of my kids because they're homeschooling. So like Esther's in third grade, Deborah's in second grade, Joshy's in first grade, and Caleb is in preschool. So just like the reading and math goals for each one of them of what the public schools are doing, just make sure they're up to par with what everybody else is doing. So
Nice.
yeah.
Rebecca, have you thought of any goals? Are you thinking about them? We might have to have an updated video on
Right. Well, I
Rebecca.
think one thing that I do want to work on is the stress that comes with little kids in the house.
Whew,
The
yeah.
three main stress times is getting out the door in the morning,
Okay.
dinner time, and bedtime. So what can I do to reduce those stressful times? Because that's when they get angry, I get angry, we get late to everything.
Yeah.
So one thing I can do is I can get myself and themselves prepared well in advance. It says, go find your shoes. I can't find them anywhere. I will find their shoes and I will make sure they're in the drawer or whatever. So I will do what I can that they can't do beforehand to help them be on time and succeed. Why wait till food's on the table to go get the waters? Let's get waters, let's get napkins and stuff first, and then we can all sit down and eat when the food's hot.
Right.
Try to reduce the stress in those three times as much as I can, knowing they're going to be unpredictable anyway and late and to everything. And
That is
tears
awesome.
happen.
Rebecca, I think that needs to be a video on your channel and have everyone like, here are my goals, come give me your tips. And I want to hear what people say.
Okay.
Well,
Right.
I have a little tip. So we, right by our door, our exit door by the garage, we keep all of our shoes there. So all the shoes are in a centralized location. Like we have a shelf where all of the shoes are. So they have to find their shoes and it's in this area. We know our shoes are somewhere in this area. So we have to and then I also have all the coats hanging up right there. So that right by the door, because I have 4 kids, this is just how I survive getting out of the door. So by the door is where we keep the coats and shoes. Because if I had 4 kids with coats and shoes everywhere in the house, we would never leave the house. So
Right.
that's just my
So here's
mom
my thing.
hack.
We have a coat spot. We have a drawer for every kid. They don't put their shoes away.
I also just have
Ooh.
one big drawer with all of the socks for all the kids. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think Rebecca,
I'm
there you are.
not gonna find it everywhere. I have spots for them.
Yeah.
They're just not using it. Now, my 1-year-old, I do that completely. That's myself.
Yeah.
But the 4-year-old and 7-year-old can do it. They just sometimes choose to leave it in the bedroom or the living room.
Yeah.
So
sounds like a chart. Evelyn.
Oh yeah, we can make a chart for that.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, you
I
get a
was
spot for putting your shoes on the shoe shelf. Good
wow.
job.
Yeah. See, we had a rule. We lived in Japan, and part of our lease was that we would never wear our shoes in the house. That's just what they do there. So for me, I was like, this is a rule. Like, you guys cannot wear your shoes. So they had to put them in there. I mean, it took time, but I just think that's funny. Yeah, we signed in the lease saying we wouldn't wear shoes in the house. So I think that's awesome goals, Rebecca. Take the stress out. So mine are, I have an organization goal for my house. And I found this one actually on the 12-week year. And it's basically like clean one room a week. First you plan what room you're going to clean and then clean one room, like really clean it per week, how to get your house organized in the 12 weeks. So that was one of my goals. And my other one is, what was my other one? My YouTube goal. So my plan for 2023 was 2,000 subscribers. We missed it by 100 subscribers. So we're at like 1,902 now, I think. So we were close. We were close. So back on that.
Well, and I have a favorite quote about goals. It says, aim for the moon. And if you miss your goal, at least you land in the stars. So in other
Right.
words, like you can set a goal, but still be proud of yourself if you make it to 80%. Because if you had not set a goal, you would have done 20%. You know what I mean? So I set goals with that in mind of like, well, I didn't reach 100 miles, but at least I did 70 and I wouldn't have done 70 if I hadn't set that goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's part of the 12-week year, like we talked about. Like if you're at least performing 70 to 85%, you're still making progress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys give yourself rewards when you reach 100 miles or when you get to the end of the 12 weeks?
I'm gonna go away on a vacation and live it up when I'm done.
I didn't really think about a reward this time. I normally would have something ready, but I think my reward this time has to be to get healthy. And actually, the reward so far has been that my knees, I have bad knees. I don't know if everybody knows it, but I haven't had pain in them. And I've been walking, 4 or 5 miles a day. Yeah, so that is like a huge thing for me. But I did just go to my 12-week year, and the YouTube one didn't make the cut this time because I was close to it, but I figured I would save that. This one is my Etsy store, so that's what my third goal was. That's why I was like, wait, what was it? But luckily I have it all written down or all digital on my computer that I have my tactics every day and stuff. So let's see.
What's your goal?
What's that?
What's your goal? What's your goal for your Etsy store?
My goal is 24 sales in my Etsy store in 12 weeks. So 2 sales a week. So basically so my tactics are like create 2 to 3 new products a week, expand on the existing products that I already have, like change the colors and stuff, and put it on my social media. So yeah. So those are the tactics. Those are the way you get there. Stephanie said, oh, where did it go? Yes, and it will start a routine for them. That was to Rebecca. And then she said she loves that quote, Evelyn. And Chance said, very well stated, Evelyn, about goal achievement. Oh, awesome. Anything else on your goals?
As far as rewards, like I'm gonna get myself it's like for starting, I'm getting myself like a new water bottle and like
oh yeah,
new workout
Nice.
clothes. And then like if I go down a few sizes in clothes from working out and stuff, then my reward would be like to get some new clothes.
yeah.
Nice.
That's kind of a reward and a necessity at that point, right?
Yep.
I know my
Perfect.
kids are going to ask me, so what happens when we get to the end of the chart, Mom? Do we get another toy? You don't got plenty of toys. So I think, what
a
kind
trip
of
to
reward?
the park.
Something else. Yeah.
Yeah.
An ice cream
So,
picnic.
go ahead,
What
Evelyn.
was I gonna say, Rebecca? I was gonna say for the chart of 100 times of getting to bed by 9 o'clock for my kids, their reward is to go to the roller skating rink. So yeah, they have roller skates. I just have to pay for like entrance and pizza while we're there. So
Yeah. I think that's a good idea though, to do more of a field trip type thing rather than bringing more stuff into the house. That's
We
a
have too
smart
much stuff.
thing. Jason said, I have a goal to stop texting and driving. I keep catching myself picking up my phone while driving. That's a good goal. I think maybe you
That's
need
a
to
good
leave your
goal.
phone in the back seat for a while till you get
Yeah.
used to it.
Yes.
I would hide my phone on myself. That's the only way I could do it. Because if I hear it ding, I'm like, hmm?
If you have it in your pocket, your seatbelt on, you can't get out of your pocket. Well, then it's just safe there. It's going to just stay there.
That's a good
I
goal.
have a holder attached to my windshield because oftentimes I'm using GPS on my phone. So it'll be up there. That way it's not like down in my hand. I'm not like looking down. I'm like looking up while I'm driving where the GPS is telling me
Yep.
where to go.
And then don't
You
click
can't
out the
text with your
GPS.
windshield. Say that.
It's like when you have a GPS, sometimes you're tempted, like a red light I am, to like, oh, let's just click out for a second and go, check on something. No, no, no. You leave it on the GPS and you don't touch it.
Yep.
Yeah. Jason's gonna erase his comment here shortly.
Yeah.
Well, like
Oh,
if I have to
Jason.
tell someone I'm on my way, I will text them before I start driving and be like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm on my way, estimated arrival, such and such time. And then I'll be like, I told them estimated arrival, so they know it could be give or take. I don't have to give them updates that I'm running late,
Right.
Like they'll
Yeah.
find out I
Right.
got there when I got there,
Luckily, my truck has a button, and I just say, message dad. And then I just talk into
Yeah.
it, which dad is my husband because my daughter set up my phone. So I tried to call my father the other day and I ended up calling my husband. I'm like, what are you doing? It was like, oh,
Yeah, I have a car that talks to me, but I know not everybody does. But like
yeah.
So you can say text so and so and then you use voice. But yeah,
Yeah.
if you don't have that, don't
Hide your phone
text
on yourself. I think Jason's
Yeah.
gonna start doing that.
Yes, do that, Jason.
Y'all are living in the Jetsons era, man.
I travel a lot. My poor truck has 40,000 miles almost, and I've only had it a year. So something comfortable was a necessity. We got it at the end of last year. It was a necessity at that time. Jason said, with my southern accent, difficult to use voice to text. True.
Oh.
I'm always
That's
like,
funny.
why doesn't Siri understand me? You can ask these ladies on here when I message and I'm using Siri, I always have to apologize.
You know how they have Siri and Alexa?
Yeah.
Maybe they should make like a Betsy or something that's the southern one.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
All right. I think I went through all my notes. What about you guys?
Yep. Everything.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, if you are here, thank you so much for coming. We wish you all the best in 2024 and good luck with your goals. Keep us posted on them. My email and stuff is here if you need accountability. And if you're watching the replay, let us know in the comment section below what are your goals and let me know if there's anything I can do to help because that's my thing. I love helping people. But all right, everybody, thank you so much for coming. Kelly, Evelyn, and Rebecca, thank you. And please go check out their channels. Thanks, Stephanie. Bye.
Bye.